My name is Cathy Norman. I am part of a United Methodist Church in Ashburn, Virginia called Crossroads. I personally heard Sudan. All of us were going. I didn't get it. I continued to hear a sense of God's Spirit speaking that. We got into Entebbe 2 days later, and we were had a charter to go up into Sudan. This was before the peace agreement. We weren't going to spend the night. We were going to be with the people for a day, and the charter fell through. They found a 4-person charter, and there were 9 of us. And I raised my hand to go, and I wouldn't have if I hadn't heard that message. We had a 9-person charter to go into Southern Sudan, and that was canceled. They were able to find a 4-person charter. Our team leader said, I need 4 people who feel called to go. And because of what had happened to me, I raised my hand and said I would go. I didn't think I was worthy to go. I wasn't a humanitarian specialist. I wasn't a missionary. I wasn't a trained person to do this kind of thing, but I felt called to go. And as a result of that experience, my life has been turned upside down in a beautiful and wonderful way. It was very transforming. I'd been in all those countries. I'd seen a big UN presence in Burundi and Rwanda, Sudan. Was blasted away. It was blasted away. There was no market. There was no food. There was a rich beauty. The country was fertile and beautiful and green and rich. But the oppression of so many years and the war had left a people with great heart and vision, but devastation and no structure, no infrastructure. After that time of hearing vision and joy and worship with the people, it was very transforming. As we were leaving, of course, the community leaders were there to greet us. I asked them, what is it that you want me to take back? And they said 2 things to me. The first one was, please let the people know that it seems as if the world has forgotten that we are here. And secondly, how is the church helping the people in Darfur? It blew me away that even in their suffering, their hearts were for the people, so many hundreds and hundreds of miles away from them. And they saw the church as that force, as that voice that could make a difference in advocacy for those suffering people. So the relationship that began with our church has been very transforming to our community. Common people who have families, young families, jobs, commutes, whose lives have really been turned upside down by these relationships with people in Uganda and the children of Uganda. I wrote an article I met with a number of people and wrote an article for a national magazine called Christian Social Action about the story and about their message. And that's when Angelo Maker contacted me with his pastor and then the larger Lost Boy community. And from that point on, we've shared a partnership. We've done some advocacy. We did a large advocacy event. I think the greatest thing the church can do is provide pathways for people to hear that story. The peace agreement is a wonderful thing for me to know that was signed in 2005. The way forward to honor that peace, I believe, after being there and listening to story and being part of the life of the people now, is for development. And the CPA creates the pathways for that. So the church has great opportunity to partner. One thing that has been such a gift to me is, as a lay person, I am not ordained. I am a lay person and feel so privileged to have an opportunity to have participated, to make a difference for the people of Sudan through relationships, through reading, through awareness, through going to see my congressmen, going to see senators, sending letters of advocacy and emails of advocacy through prayer, through giving, through relationships with Sudanese people. That's particularly important. That is particularly transforming. And there are Sudanese lost boys in every state, in every community throughout the United States. Every little action counts. And I am here to say what a gift that is, and to encourage others to step out and to take a step that you might not have ever taken before, and see that God honors. It's like the mustard seed. God honors our heart and our intentions and truly changes the world through each action we take, especially, you know, with the people, the diaspora, the Sudanese diaspora here who want to go back, the Sudanese lost boys, the young men who are far from lost, who have great vision to go back and rebuild their country.